Imagine finding some coins tucked away in an old box or cabinet at home, or perhaps receiving a few US coins as change after a small purchase. To most people, these are just ordinary pieces of metal, casually spent without a second thought. But coin collectors know that even the most unassuming coins can hide real treasures. Coins that might be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars instead of just a few cents. These are the coins whose history, design, and sometimes hidden mint errors make them extremely valuable to collectors. Today, we're going to explore 3 such US coins that may look ordinary at first glance but hold rare and valuable features. The 1983 P. Roosevelt Dime, the 1937 Buffalo Nickel, and the 1989 P. Washington Quarter. Each coin is not only recognized for its unique history and artwork, but also for the rare errors that make them particularly appealing to collectors. The exciting part is that these coins could be hiding right in a corner of your home. By the end of this video, I'll also show you how to properly check if you have these coins and where to sell them for the best price, so that these hidden treasures can truly become valuable in your hands. So let's take a step inside the fascinating world of coins, where every small mark and unique detail tells a story. The first coin we're going to take a closer look at today is the 1983 P. Roosevelt Dime. At first glance, it might seem like just an ordinary 10-cent coin, but hidden within it is a story and historical significance that make it a small treasure for collectors. This coin was minted in honor of one of America's greatest presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who not only served as the 32nd President of the United States but also guided the nation with vision, courage, and leadership through the challenges of World War II, leaving an indelible mark on history. Following Roosevelt's passing, the U.S. government decided to honor his legacy and contributions with a commemorative coin, leading to the creation of the Roosevelt Dime series. The 1983 issue was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries the P Mint mark, a key identifier confirming its authenticity and significance for collectors. The obverse features a detailed profile of Roosevelt, capturing not only his facial features, but also his dignity, character, and steadfast commitment to the American people. On the reverse, a finely crafted design showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively, 3 symbols that together convey a rich portrait of American history and culture, despite the coin's small size. What truly sets this coin apart, however, isn't just its design, it's its rarity. By the early 1980s, interest in coin collecting had waned in the United States, and many collectors did not preserve Roosevelt dimes from this period, making uncirculated 1983 coins increasingly difficult to find today. While a circulated coin in average condition might only be worth 10 cents, an uncirculated example, pristine, unused, and free of scratches or wear, can command anywhere from $50 to $300 from collectors. If professionally graded at a high level, its value can rise even further, making it a significant investment piece. But the real fascination emerges when a mint error is present, transforming an ordinary dime into a genuine treasure. Some 1983 Roosevelt dimes exhibit errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't properly positioned in the press, resulting in a design that's slightly misaligned and visually unique. A double die occurs when lettering or numbers appear doubled, creating a rare and collectible anomaly. Die cracks happen when cracks form in the coin die and transfer onto the coin itself, producing marks highly prized by collectors. Coins with such errors can be worth hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, even thousands, elevating this small piece of metal into a historically and financially significant collectible. That's why, if you happen to have a 1983 Roosevelt dime, it's essential to examine it carefully. Every small mark, every crack, or subtle variation can dramatically increase its value, transforming what appears to be an ordinary 10-cent coin into a rare collector's treasure. A piece that not only holds monetary worth but also tells a story, preserving a small yet meaningful glimpse into Roosevelt's life, his presidency, and American history. Next, let's turn our attention to a coin that holds one of the most famous and recognizable designs in American history and the world of numismatics. A coin that every collector dreams of owning. This is the 1937 Buffalo Nickel, a piece that might appear as just a small piece of metal at first glance, but its hidden story and historical significance transform it into a rare treasure. The buffalo nickel was first introduced in 1913, and its iconic design was created by the renowned American sculptor James Earle Fraser. Fraser didn't just craft a visually stunning coin. He sought to capture the true essence of American culture, historical heritage, and the spirit of the American West. His vision was that coins should not merely be metallic discs or generic designs, but a reflection of tradition, a story, and the identity of a nation. That's why he placed the profile of a Native American chief on the obverse of the coin. Interestingly, this portrait was not based on a single individual. It combined the facial features and characteristics of 3 different tribal leaders, creating a composite representation that honored multiple tribes and showcased the grandeur of indigenous American culture. On the reverse, a powerful American buffalo stands proudly. This depiction symbolizes not only the wildlife of the American West but also strength, resilience, and the enduring spirit of the frontier. Fraser's design is far from a simple illustration. The attention to detail and realism is so precise that observers can almost feel the weight of history and the sense of freedom in the buffalo's gaze. The 1937 buffalo nickel is particularly significant to collectors because this year produced one of the most famous and extremely rare mint errors, known today as the 3-legged buffalo. This anomaly occurred when mint workers overpolished the coin die, inadvertently removing part of the buffalo's design. As a result, one of the buffalo's legs appears to be missing, giving the animal a striking 3-legged appearance. This small imperfection transforms an otherwise ordinary nickel into a rare collector's treasure, as it is not only visually unique but also serves as a fascinating example of the minting process and the unexpected errors that can occur. This error became so renowned that collectors, antique coin dealers, and numismatic enthusiasts are willing to pay thousands of dollars to acquire one, and auctions for these coins often fetch prices far exceeding the value of a typical nickel by hundreds or even thousands of times. A standard 1937 buffalo nickel in average condition may range in value from $5 to $50, depending on its condition, wear, and historical authenticity. However, a well-preserved coin, clean, with sharp details and free from scratches or corrosion, can be worth between $100 and $1,000. If the same coin features the 3-legged buffalo error, it becomes an exceptionally rare item, and its value can sometimes reach $10,000 or more, granting it both financial significance and iconic status in numismatic history. For anyone who owns a 1937 buffalo nickel, careful examination is essential, because even the smallest detail, subtle variation, or rare error can transform an ordinary coin into a highly valuable historical treasure, cherished by collectors and respected within the broader context of coin history. This coin is more than just a metallic piece. It tells a story that blends Fraser's artistry, the richness of American indigenous culture, the spirit of the Western frontier, and the intrigue of a rare mint error. Errors like the 3-legged buffalo remind us that coin collecting is not just about numerical or monetary value. It is an exploration of history, artistic craftsmanship, and the understanding of rare anomalies. Even the smallest variations, whether a missing leg or a subtle die crack, can transform an ordinary coin into one of the world's most coveted collectibles, which is why collectors are always searching for coins that meet both historical and rarity standards. Now, let's move on to the third coin, a piece that pays tribute to one of America's greatest leaders and holds a unique place in the world of numismatics, the 1989 P. Washington quarter. This 25-cent coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but when you examine its historical background, design significance, and potential rare mint errors, it transforms into a true collector's treasure. On the obverse, the coin features a finely engraved profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This depiction not only honors his personal significance, but also symbolizes his leadership and national service to the American people. Washington's portrait was crafted with precision and artistry by the United States Mint, reflecting his dignity, character, and historical importance, almost as if each observer could glimpse American history in his eyes. On the reverse, a majestic American eagle stands centered with wings outstretched, embodying liberty, freedom, and strength. This iconic design emphasizes the eagle's importance in American culture and visually reinforces the coin's symbolic meaning. Struck by the United States Mint, the coin's face value is a mere 25 cents, making it appear as an ordinary transactional piece. Yet, in the world of numismatics, it is a highly collectible item, particularly because certain quarters from this era feature rare mint errors that significantly enhance their value and appeal. Among the most notable errors found on 1989 Washington quarters are double die obverse, off-center strike, and clipped planchet. Double die obverse occurs when the front design, particularly the lettering or date, is stamped twice on the die, producing a subtle or prominent duplication that is visually striking and historically rare. An off-center strike happens when the coin blank is improperly positioned in the press, causing the design to shift slightly and creating an unusual pattern that draws collector interest. A clipped planchet appears when the coin blank is not fully round, leaving a portion missing or cut, which not only makes the coin unique but also increases its intrinsic rarity. Whether subtle or pronounced, these errors can transform an ordinary 25-cent coin into a highly desirable collector's item, giving it far more monetary and historical value than its face amount suggests. Even without any errors, a 1989 Washington quarter in good condition is still appealing to collectors due to its iconic design and historical significance in honoring one of America's greatest leaders. However, if a rare mint error such as double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet is present, its value can increase dramatically, with collectors willing to pay anywhere from $50 to $500, and in rare high-grade cases even more, making it valuable both as an investment and a historical artifact. This coin represents more than monetary worth. It embodies the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, historical context, and a small but fascinating story of accidental minting anomalies that intrigue both collectors and history enthusiasts. The 1989 Washington quarter shows that even an ordinary-looking coin, regardless of its 25-cent face value, can become a rare collector's treasure through design precision, historical representation, and the potential for minting errors. For anyone who owns this quarter, careful examination is essential, because a tiny detail, subtle error, or unique pattern can transform an everyday coin into a highly desirable and sought-after collectible at auctions. The 1989 Washington quarter, with its historical significance, iconic design, and potential for rare mint errors, is not just a metallic coin. It's a storytelling artifact, offering a glimpse into American history, the minting process, and the world of collectible coins. This is what elevates it from a simple transactional piece to a valuable and historically significant collectible, deserving careful preservation and expert appraisal by any collector. If you own a rare coin and are considering selling it for a fair price, it's crucial to understand where and how to sell it so that it reaches serious collectors and fetches its true value. Many people might simply sell a coin to a local shop or an ordinary buyer, but in the world of rare coins, that approach can not only result in a lower price but also diminish the coin's historical and collectible significance. First, consider major, reputable online marketplaces like eBay, where millions of collectors and coin enthusiasts from around the world search for rare coins. When listing your coin on eBay, it's essential to include high-quality images, a detailed description, its history, mint mark, condition, and, if applicable, any rare mint errors. Highlighting these features convinces potential buyers to offer higher prices for such a unique item. Beyond eBay, Heritage Auctions is another highly respected platform, specializing in rare coins and collectibles. Through Heritage Auctions, you not only gain access to expert appraisals but also to serious collectors worldwide, buyers who are far more informed and willing to pay premium prices than those in general marketplaces. Auctioning through such a platform allows the market to determine the coin's true value, and rare coins often sell for prices far above their face value or local market rate. Similarly, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, is a trusted platform that not only professionally grades coins but also helps sell them to collectors. Coins certified by PCGS for authenticity, grade, and rarity give buyers confidence that they are purchasing a genuine, well-graded, and inherently valuable piece. This process increases the coin's resale value and provides a safe, credible selling experience, as collectors typically prefer professionally graded coins. When selling rare coins, it's also important to provide detailed descriptions, high-quality photos, and, If possible, highlight any errors or unique features, as these small details attract buyers and enhance the coin's value. Patience and research are equally vital, since every coin is unique, and its true market value can only be assessed through proper platforms and informed collectors. Whether you own a 1983 Roosevelt Dime, a 1937 Buffalo Nickel, or a 1989 Washington Quarter, choosing the right platform based on the coin's condition, rarity, and historical significance is essential. Through these platforms, you can achieve a fair price while ensuring your coin reaches the right hands. A coin that was once merely a transactional piece of metal can become a valuable, rewarding investment, giving collectors access to a rare and historic treasure. Ultimately, selecting the right platform, providing a detailed listing, and leveraging professional grading ensures your coin's true value is realized, reaching an audience that appreciates its historical and monetary significance. This is what turns coin selling from a simple transaction into a rewarding and knowledgeable experience, requiring patience, research, and expertise, and ultimately allows you to maximize the true treasure value of your rare coin. If you want to examine your coin for rarity or potential value, it's essential to adopt a careful and systematic approach, because even the smallest detail or subtle variation can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a rare collector's treasure. The first step is to use a high-quality magnifying glass, as the tiny design elements, lettering, and subtle mint errors are often invisible to the naked eye. With a magnifying glass, you can inspect the coin's surface in detail, evaluate the contours, letters, and numbers, and identify possible double dyes or off-center strikes that might increase its collectible value. Next, pay close attention to the coin's date and mint mark, as these small indicators reveal its origin and authenticity. For example, coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint carry a P mint mark, which serves as a key identifier for collectors, helping determine both the coin's historical and monetary significance. After that, carefully examine the lettering and numbers, since double die errors most often appear in these areas. Such anomalies are not only visually striking, but can dramatically increase a coin's rarity and desirability among collectors. Also, inspect the coin's edges and overall shape. Certain rare errors, such as clipped planchets or off-center strikes, often manifest along the edges, and any irregularities can indicate whether the coin was part of normal circulation or a special minting variation. Additionally, check the coin's surface for scratches, corrosion, or wear marks, as its condition plays a crucial role in determining its value. If the coin appears unusual in any way, whether through a visible error or an unexpected detail, it should immediately be examined by a professional grading service. Experts can accurately appraise the coin's authenticity, condition, and potential value. Grading services not only enhance the coin's credibility but also make it a trustworthy item for resale or auction. Rare, high-grade coins certified by professionals can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars from serious collectors. This process not only provides insight into the current condition and value of your coin but also captures the thrill and excitement of coin collecting, as each coin may contain hidden details that reveal financial and historical significance. Remember, every coin tells a small story, and through careful observation, systematic checking, and expert verification, you can uncover that story. Whether it's a 1983 Roosevelt Dime, a 1937 Buffalo Nickel, or a 1989 Washington Quarter, each coin's unique history and potential rare errors make it a valuable collectible. This is what transforms coin collecting from a simple hobby into an investigative and rewarding experience, requiring patience, attention to detail, and historical knowledge. Never overlook your coins. Study them, look for errors, and consult experts when something seems unusual, because these small observations can reveal your coin's true value, turning a mere piece of metal into a rare and highly coveted collector's item. So the next time you come across a coin, whether it seems ordinary or is just a small 10 or 25-cent piece, don't spend it without a careful look. What might appear to be a simple metallic coin could, in fact, be a rare and valuable treasure, with historical significance, a unique design, and perhaps even hidden mint errors that make it highly prized among collectors. Every coin has its own story, and even the subtlest mark or anomaly can dramatically increase its value. This is what makes coin collecting more than just a hobby. It is an investigative and rewarding experience that requires patience, careful observation, and knowledge. If you want to learn more about rare coins, uncover their history, explore their design secrets, and identify hidden errors, be sure to subscribe to USA Old Coins. In our next video, we'll reveal even more surprising and rare coins, showing you how to recognize the history and rarity hidden within these small pieces of metal, so that every coin can become a financial and historical treasure for you. Remember, even an ordinary-looking coin can sometimes turn out to be a small treasure, and within that lies the true excitement and thrill of coin collecting.